Hey guys, welcome back. Just doing a little review. Today we're taking a look at a retro review. This one is of the McFarlane 12-inch Alien. So this figure came out in about 2004 from McFarlane Toys, and recently just received this. Ordered it off eBay, and reason why I ordered this figure was because I was very interested in getting a collectible to represent aliens in my collection. And you know, anyone who's watched the channel knows that that would most likely be one of the Hot Toys aliens. If you watched some of my recent reviews, you know I picked up a couple of NECA aliens, which are pretty cool too. But really wanted a Hot Toys alien, but as you know, they haven't made one since about 2009. And on top of that, the prices for those figures have gone through the roof. And aside from just that, a lot of them do have rubber deterioration issues. So I was on the hunt and came across the McFarlane. It's classified as a 12-inch figure, but it's actually really about 13-14 inches tall. And that's pretty close to the scale for me in 1/6 scale to fit the bill as a 1/6 scale collectible. And it's also very detailed and pretty posable, especially for a figure back in 2004. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you some of the detail on this figure. This is the head sculpt, and this is a representation of Big Chap from the original Alien movie. Has the translucent dome, and it has some pretty nice detail in there. As you can see, there's some nice paint app going on in the actual dome itself. Looks pretty sharp and pretty accurate. I'm not a expert on aliens. Definitely love the franchise. I've watched all the movies, but I haven't compared this to screenshots or anything, but it looks pretty accurate to me. It's got a really nice dome on it. This one also has a the open mouth and the inner jaw, and it's got a gimmick too. So if you press this button on the back, the inner jaw pops out. Give you a close-up on that. So that's pretty neat. And you just kind of push it back in until it clicks. And that's the action feature, which is pretty nice. There is no ability to close the jaw like on a lot of the newer figures. Even the NECA figures have that option. This one doesn't. But it really does have a pretty aggressive look to it though, like this, which is nice. Even though I would have liked the option to close the jaw like the Hot Toys or NECA ones. This one does have a lot of mixed media here. You notice it's got extra tendrils or piping that's going on in it. The head is swivels left and right. It also has a small joint to pivot up and down a bit too. Not a whole lot. Arms are on a ball hinge, and then the upper, make sure we got this all in shot. Arms are on a swivel. Then the elbow is not on a joint, it's on a swivel, so it swivels. And then the wrist swivels too. The ab has a ball joint, so it's got this ab crunch. The hips are on a swivel, so it swivels up and down. It has a cut joint at the waist, a regular knee joint, single, and then a ball hinge foot, so you can pivot up, down, and go left and right. The tail is wired, so you can pose that. It's pretty much a staple for all aliens figures, so you can pose that however you like. There's a nice side profile of the figure, and you notice I got it in my detail, and It's nearly touching the roof. It's on a base. And it's got its legs bent. It's nearly touching the roof. So it's about a good 14 inches tall figure. So pretty tall. The other thing that's pretty interesting about it, it's really kind of hard to pick up on camera. But it does have this translucent, you see that on the pipes on the back. The whole figure is pretty much cast in this translucent type plastic and then painted. So it has this really organic and wet look to it. Yeah, like I said, you can see it on that dorsal fin thing there too. But in person it's a little more prevalent. Now bringing the alien out of shot for a moment just so we can focus on the base. Base is really cool. It's got the grating and the bio gook that they put on to create their walls and their hive. So it's pretty nice detail. And he also comes with 3 Facehuggers. These are really nicely painted too. So they're just like rubbery Facehuggers, no articulation or no wire either, so you can't pose it. It is painted pretty well. See the mouth area. It's sculpted pretty well. So you get 3 of those, which is a nice touch. And that's about it for accessories with that, which is more than you get with most Alien figures. So a really cool diorama base and 3 Facehuggers is really nice. The only thing extra you could have probably asked for is obviously the egg. But can't really complain. I picked this guy up for about $80 US. Definitely represents aliens from my collection very well. Highly detailed figure. Looks pretty amazing. More than content with displaying this guy. Hopefully the Hot Toys Ripley will show up for pre-order very soon. I've been waiting anxiously for that. And then along with that, hopefully a new Hot Toys Alien would certainly be an excellent addition to the collection. But that's it. That's the McFarlane 12-inch Alien from Alien. So this is Big Chap, and as always guys, thanks very much for watching, subscribing, and commenting. Till next time.